the consistency and small steps to get where you want to go. Everyone's on a different journey. We all have different circumstances, and when you hear the word discouraged or failed, that's life, right? We all experience different things in life, a lot of the same things. Some of us have different things that we experience that just knock us down and are not our choice. We don't pick the weather, we don't pick the circumstances all the time, but it's the resilience and the tenacity and the discipline and the strength and all those things that just keep us going and keep us coming out stronger on the other side. And just getting to know Peyton better is a huge example. You inspired so many people in the group, and I will say just the stories alone, the life that happened. When I say the life that happened during those 3.5 months, those 100 days, is absolutely incredible. Babies were born, and there were people that moved. There were real life things, and that's going to continue to happen. So the way we decide to get back up and keep moving forward, that is where the magic is. That's what this community is all about. Is all about accountability, support, leaning into the people that are like-minded, that help you level up, and just surrounding yourself with greatness. And I think a lot of people don't believe in their own greatness, and that's what this is all about as well. And that's what I'm here to do, to help pull out your greatness. Whatever your goals are, I want to help you reach them. But this program, it's massive, but we've got a lot of world to change.
So tell us a little bit, let's just move into, I know you've got not much time, but tell us about the kind of whys behind that, because I think that the background bit is something that's really important to understand regarding how we got to a 100-day program.
Well, many of you guys in the room are very new, right, to Beachbody, and me may or may not know, I've been around for a while, and originally worked for a company called Les Mills, so I was traveling around, actually did a little bit of work in the UK with them years ago, and just my background is group fitness. So I was an international master trainer.
We were just saying that Jericho's picture is still on some gym walls.
Yeah, you may have seen me in the UK on the wall at the gym. I get still tagged, which is kind of funny. But here's the thing: my love of what I do, and my love of fitness comes from and was born in a group fitness room where I'm looking at real eyes that are looking back at me, and it wasn't planned. It was kind of accidental, but it happened. And meaning I was asked to start teaching classes, got certified, and I fell in love with the transformation internally in people. Of course, I love people melting off pounds and seeing their confidence build from their physical appearance changing, but it's so much deeper than that, isn't it, Peyton? And that's what I'm most interested in, because pounds are going to come and go. We're going to get more wrinkles as we get older. It's just the way that it is. But taking care of the inside, that's the most important thing, and having a good relationship with yourself. So for me, my background is psychology, brought in phys ed and kinesiology along with it. That blends together beautifully, because we're now scratching the surface in this industry and understanding that it is so much deeper than a crash diet. It's so much deeper than signing up for one program and thinking all your dreams are going to come true. You have to love yourself. It's about self-care. It's about it's about discipline. So that's just, I can't cover all the things.
So
10 years later, Beachbody called me up, and here I am, full time.
And we started to build out this concept of a workout that delivers something every single day.
Yes. So variety. I mean, there's so much variety. I have so much experience in different studio formats and teaching. I just love it so much. So of course, the variety component of it, the musical component. I come from a musical background. So all those little pieces that came together and made this massive thing, and it's massive. 100 workouts with 10 different categories, DJ, 10 cast members, 2 different modifiers. It's huge, but it's all part of who I am. And I just want everybody to know that you can do it. You can do challenging things, and you can't always judge a book by its cover. And I saw people freaking out at that photo where I'm jumping in the air, right? But I'm now blown away at how many people are shocking the hell out of themselves. Because they're doing it and they didn't believe in themselves. But then when you shock yourself, you prove yourself wrong, then you get a fire and it just grows, and then you feel unstoppable and limitless, and you can literally do anything.
And I think that concept of, in the very beginning, even with the pilot group, and Peyton like will remember that first time where like you have 100 days ahead of you. It's like a daunting target for someone to hit, but it's actually as you get into it, it becomes a real part of your lifestyle, right? So from a test group point of view, what kind of feedback were you getting as you were driving out? What kind of things were people
saying?
Well,
for one thing, during, I was filming these workouts while they're in the test group, and so I'm mom, by the way, too. I have a little boy, and I have a very nurturing side of me. That's just who I am. And so it was actually really challenging for me to not be able to be in there with them and just every single day. I mean, I was in there, but I was also shooting sometimes 3 workouts a day. I was still choreographing and working with Jesse on music. Long amazing days, but it was a big job, right? So I poured my heart into these workouts, gave everything that I could to my family that I could at the end of the day, and then poured everything else that I could into the test group. So it's why you guys didn't see me on social media for a while, because I just prioritized. And that's what was most important. But from my perspective, I was actually pretty shocked. It made me really nervous at first when Carl looked at me and said, 100 workouts, 1 a day. And I'm like, wait, what? I just blacked out for a second. There's no rest days, okay? Cool. It's an intelligent program, but there's flexibility to it. And yes, we are asking people to push play on the recovery because that is self-care. And you need flexibility, you need mobility, regeneration, and you need to honor your body, you need to honor yourself and mind. That's why the B100 book is what it is. But I was blown away mainly by the internal changes, the confidence, the things that, the barriers that people overcame and continue to, that blew my mind, as well as people falling in love with 100 workouts in a row. Because my immediate worry was, people aren't gonna wanna commit to this, and life is gonna happen, and it will happen. I just don't want people to fall off if they miss a couple days, and they don't know how to get back on track. But something along the way happened where they didn't wanna stop, and then they were all, we can't go back to the person that we were before we started this. We have to keep going. We have to keep the workouts going in the group. And there was something about those small little spoonfuls, 20 to 30 minutes a day, and you're prioritizing yourself. You're putting yourself first, for once. A lot of people for once, and believing in yourself and feeling important enough because you matter. And that created the habit.
Love it.
So I would can Peyton, I just want her to share a couple things.
Go.
Can you just explain to the group what the biggest takeaway from the MM100 experience, and just your background a little bit, because you're a newer coach and you're a baby. You're so young. I love her so much, you guys. And I'm gonna pull you up on stage with me. Ready for that? Yeah, are you in today's workout? Then tomorrow. Morning.
Wow.
Okay, well, I wasn't expecting this. I'm shaking like mad, so bear with me because I'm not prepared. But yeah, I've not been on my journey for very long. I did become a coach back when Beachbody launched in the UK, but I didn't have the right mindset at first. There was a lot of things in my life that were very negative, and because of the way that I had grown up, I let a lot of things that people used to say to me all the time growing up get to me, and it affected me for my whole life. And so I started my journey back in October 2018 with Shift Shop when Proving Grounds launched, and before that I had done 21 Day Fix. But just like a lot of things in my life before, I ended up giving it up. And before starting Shift Shop, I was able to get rid of a lot of negativity that I had in my life. And so when it came to doing Shift Shop, I felt like I could really go all in. And there was incredible change that happened after that. And then I found that I was becoming more confident, and I decided, I need to give this feeling to other people as well. So then fast forward to February, Thomas called me up and said, so, how do you feel about being in the Morning Meltdown 100 test group? And I was like, whoa, like 100 days, like I have never committed that long before, and so I was like, yeah, sure. But then when we came off the call, I was saying to my husband, I was like, I don't know if I can do 100 days, because when I was younger, I was diagnosed with a binge eating disorder, and I had a severe addiction to sugar. So I couldn't go a long time without eating a lot of sugar, and if I even felt the tiniest bit low, I would want to binge eat. And that, like, I have had that all my life. And even when starting my journey, I got better, but there were still times where, you know, I gave in and let myself binge eat. So before starting Morning Meltdown 100, I committed to not binge eating for 100 days and not letting the low days get me low enough that I needed to have sugar. And I told my husband this, and he was like, okay. But he was so supportive, and I remember starting the first week, and within the first week I was like, wow, like it's incredible, like the program is just amazing. And there were so many moves where I was like, I can't do this. But as time went on, I found myself getting stronger, and there were low days, like don't get me wrong, 100 days is a long time, like life is gonna happen, like you said, and you know, things got me down, but I decided at the start of the program that I wasn't gonna let those days like get to me. So I just leaned in on Jericho and the pilot test group, and the support was so amazing that I never felt the need to have sugar or binge eat on those low days, because every single day I was pressing play, and every single day Jericho was there for me. And I was able to get through the whole 100 days without binge eating or eating sugar. Like before, sorry, I'm like nearly finished. Just like, yeah, my main thing, through Morning Meltdown 100, I lost 22 pounds and 21 inches. Obviously, that is not even the best thing, because the mental change was incredible. Like before starting Morning Meltdown 100, I couldn't go into a fitting room. Like I could physically not do it, because I would hate having to get undressed in front of the big mirror, see myself the way I was, because every time I looked in the mirror, I never ever thought anything positive. It was always something negative that I had to say about myself. But obviously coming here and preparing, with the amount of weight that I've lost, I couldn't not go into a fitting room and try stuff on. So, I mean, I did a workout that morning, and then I went shopping, and without even thinking about it, I just grabbed stuff, went in the fitting room, and I actually enjoyed it. And I'm able to now look in the mirror and be like, your body like does incredible things, like you've got this far. And yeah, I actually, you know, I've completely fallen in love with myself. And I mean, I have a way to go, but I'm really proud of like how far I've come. And so Morning Meltdown 100 did a lot of that for me, and even more so that I decided to get a tattoo.
Wow.
When I started my journey, I was incredibly depressed, and I got to the point where I was quite suicidal. And now, like coming out of that and being the person I am now, every day I get to look down and remind myself I'm a freaking warrior, and I got through all that, and now, you know, I'm doing something for myself, and yeah.
You're never going back.
And I'm never going back to that person ever again.
How amazing is that? I hope you heard this part. When she was called, you guys, she said yes. But she didn't really believe it yet. She didn't really trust that she was gonna make it through 100 workouts. But she built strength along the way, and look at you now. So if anyone that you guys come across or meet is in that similar place, which I'm sure they will be, they're gonna be overwhelmed. People are gonna look at you like you're crazy when you say 100 workouts, or you push play every day for 100 days, if possible. Or it's a morning program. Here's the thing. We help them believe in them, okay? When they don't believe in themselves, they're gonna get there. We're gonna hook them emotionally and take them on a journey. And that's just one of the most powerful takeaways, was
Perfect.
Peyton's story and everyone else that didn't believe in themselves, even though they said yes. And then they shocked the hell out of themselves when they made it through and they crushed it and they don't want to go back.
Amazing. So I know you've got to wrap, you've got to go, but any last messages for the UK before we all go back?
You guys, just what an incredible opportunity you all have to touch so many lives, like limitless opportunity. So many people are searching for not just physical results, and I think it's really important to be aware of the fact that the opportunity we have is drawing people in for so many different reasons. A lot of people are just looking for a community, they're looking for a tribe, they're looking for support, they're looking for a way to get through a tough time in their life. So please try to be open to that and know that everyone has a deep need to belong and connects to different experiences in different ways for different reasons. But if we can look a little deeper when we get to know people and find out what it is that they're really looking for, they're looking for happiness, they're looking for self-love, they're looking for fulfillment. We want to all live the best lives we can, right? And so that's what this is about.
Right.
And we're Team Beachbody, guys. Go out and kill it. You're changing so many lives, but there's a huge opportunity there.
Jericho, thank you so much.
And I'm just saying real quick as I walk out of here, can I get some love if you guys want me to come to the UK?
Yeah!
Michael, Doug, I see you, Doug. You guys hear that?